Listen, there's so many things going on in sports that it's bigger than bites. I mean, somewhere along the line we have to do a sports big chow or something like that. This is Brittany Hoffman.
And you're Pat McMahon.
Yes, but I don't have the titles that you do. Producer of the show and sports director for AZTV. Okay, so now, since the last time we talked, Cardinals have a coach. What do you think?
I like the pick. I think he's going to do big things. He kind of has that fiery nature to him, like BA did. So I think that's going to really rile up the team. I think they needed someone. You know, BA left on good terms. He retired. So it wasn't like there was this turmoil in the locker room or anything.
But a hard act to follow, you got to admit.
Huge act to follow. But I think he's been with the Panthers organization the past couple seasons. He's been to 2 Super Bowls, so he knows what it takes to get to the big game.
So he's good. Yes. So he's going to be the head coach. But do you think he can play quarterback if we need him? I mean, as we're approaching the season, we're going to need somebody back there.
What about Sam Bradford?
Sam is going to be available.
And they said they want to go after someone in free agency. Is our O-line good enough to watch out for Sam Bradford, though, because he's injury prone?
We almost have to go after somebody that has experience out of free agency, because you can't groom a kid coming out of college for the NFL that easily.
You can't? What about Carson Wentz? What about Deshaun Watson?
Excuse me, pardon me. There are exceptions. But it took them a little while to get used to the program.
You know.
What about Alex Smith?
He's not a very mobile quarterback. I don't think our O-line is good enough for someone who's not mobile. Carson had to learn to be mobile because his O-line couldn't hold up.
Okay.
I think that's our biggest problem.
Want to talk about mobility? Watch the segue. ASU basketball.
Yes.
Well,
they lost.
Yes. Last night they lost again, and it looks like that whole enthusiasm, that craziness about that, was it 12-0 at the beginning of the year, right? Is waning.
Yes. They are figuring out how to win again. That's the problem. They don't, when they're bad at the 3, they're bad overall. And last night they were winning with seconds left, and Bobby Hurley decided not to foul, and Utah stepped up, got a 3, go to overtime, and they lost it in overtime. They have to figure out how to win when they're not good at the 3. And that's the problem right now. I mean, Bobby Hurley said, I wish I had a timeout, but they had to take a timeout before that because the team couldn't get the ball in bounds.
Yeah, and historically speaking, U of A is back and kicking.
Yeah, and Raleigh Hawkins didn't even play last night. It was a little bit scary in the first half. They ended up tied going into the half, but this was Colorado. This was the team that Sean Miller, they lost to earlier in the year, and Sean Miller went off. And so since then, his team has really put themselves together, stepped up, and said, okay, we're going to play for you, coach. We're going to win for you, coach. And that's exactly what happened last night. They stepped up to the plate.
Grand Canyon University, once again, Division I Grand Canyon, playing Utah Valley this weekend.
Tomorrow, yes.
Okay. Major League Baseball. Now,
yes.
We've talked about the local guys here, but let's talk about these guys because they deserve being recognized now, as they were just recognized this week and accepted in the Baseball Hall of Fame. That's a big deal.
I know, it's a huge deal. You have Trevor Hoffman, who was a former Wildcat. He played for the Padres. Diamondbacks will remember him because he had our number for years as the closer for that team. Then you also have Chipper Jones. I mean, it was his first time eligibility for the ballot. I mean, 19 seasons with the Braves. Amazing career, you know.
Well, particularly considering the fact that you just said 19 years with the same team.
Yeah. I mean, you go over there, he's relegated as a god, so you don't speak ill of him in Atlanta.
And Vlad.
First guy going in with an Angels cap on his head. That's got to be huge for that organization.
Tell everybody who you're talking about.
Vladimir Guerrero.
Yes.
Designated hitter.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure that they knew that they weren't talking about that Hoffman guy again.
No.
Just because of the similarity in names.
We do have a great name.
And then?
And then you have, lastly, Jim Thome, who had, again, a great career, and he was able to get in on his first try.
Okay, so Trevor Hoffman not only was a Wildcat, now in the Major League Baseball Hall of Fame, Cooperstown, and he has the right name, right?
Yes.
Okay, Hoffman, you're in the Hall of Fame here. That's Brittany. I'm Pat. Back in a moment.